Hello, my name is Muhammad Arman bin Alias, and today I will present my research about an integrated fuzzy analytical hierarchy process and system dynamics approach for project contractor selection criteria improvement, a case study at chemical plant manufacturing company. For the research background of my studies, is it is about a chemical plant manufacturing companies, a maintenance project. So, what is this chemical plant manufacturing companies and the maintenance project? Basically, the chemical manufacturing companies is a company that operates in a highly competitive industries that demand an efficient project management for the successful product development. Over the years, these companies has undertaken numerous plant maintenance and plant improvement projects that involving the construction and renovation of their manufacturing facilities, such as introduction of new production lines and do others improvement for their plant process improvement. However, these chemical manufacturing companies has observed inconsistencies in their project performance. And here, according to TFSC 2021, there are so many issues occur in chemical plant manufacturing companies in their maintenance projects. According to Industrial Service 2018, over 18% of these plant maintenance projects worldwide are experiences with cost and time overruns issues. Um, Others issues that also occur is such as rework in progress, improper scheduling and planning by contractors, contractors' financial issues to complete the projects, labour's issues, and safety issues. For example, from Tong et al. From for example, from Tong et al. Study in 2019 at thermal power boiler in Guizhou reported that 9 people were killed, 2 injured in gas poisoning accident during plant maintenance project because of lacking of contractor safety and management issues. And then, in Adium and Nell study in 2019 at coal-fire power plant, they has report that delay in the maintenance project schedule that has prolonged the project time. This is because of the contractor lack of manpower and improper planning and scheduling by contractors. Lastly, in Wahyudi 2021 study at Pupuk Kaltim Chemical Plant in Indonesia, also has experiences of maintenance project delay issues for 3 years continuously because of the rework issues by contractors. All of this is because of lacking of skill by contractor, lacking of knowledge by contractor, and lacking of experiences staff by contractors. So, according to TFSC 2021, mostly all of these major factors that cause this incident because of the are coming from the contractor performance issues. And then, according to Fertilizer Industrial Service 2018, one of the most one of the problem root cause is because the company choose the improper team to conduct the maintenance project. And then the acceptation of the lowest bid price also one of the highest factors that the project delay issues happen. So this study is aimed to improve the selection of criteria used by these chemical manufacturing companies for their contractor selection process improvement by using a fuzzy analytical hierarchy process and system dynamic approaches. For the first objective, we will conduct a comprehensive analysis of contractor performance by employing the FAHP along with the weighted criteria, and then to integrate the FAHP and SD for the purpose of improving the contractor selection practice within the chemical manufacturing company maintenance projects. And then we will simulate the developer model in order to evaluate both contractor performance and project performance. And then propose the and then propose and enhance contractor selection decision criteria that can effectively contribute to the continuous improvement of the chemical manufacturing company project. And lastly, to develop a microworld specifically designed for the decision makers within the chemical manufacturing companies under study with the aim of enhancing their contractor selection processes. For the scope of these studies, this study is emphasized on CS criteria improvement. This research focused to improve the criteria used by chemical manufacturing company for contractor selection. The theory that will be used is a theory of constraint, (TOC). In addition, the method that will be used is quantitative research design and using FAHP and SD method. For the location of the study is at Gebeng, Kuantan, Pahang, Malaysia. For the case, this study also using a case study. The research includes a specific case study conducted at one chemical manufacturing company that are located at Gebeng, Kuantan, Pahang. So for overall, the scope of this research is to improve contractor selection criteria in the context of chemical manufacturing company by integrating the FAHP and system dynamic approaches. And then a case study will serve as a real-world example to validate and demonstrate the applicability of the proposed framework. For the significance of the research for practical and industry, this study will provide an insight towards the chemical company for the current status of contractor selection implementation. And then this study will support the chemical company by propose a better configuration in selecting a contractor. And then it also can enhancing the contractor selection reputation in project management context, and then assist the client in contractor selection to be more aware of and have better understanding of the contractor selection criteria. And then lastly, this study can offer a different viewpoint for industry players to make more successful decision in their contractor selection process. For body of knowledge, this study will highlight and investigate the current needs for project management teams. And then it can help to present the usage of theory of constraint, (TOC), simulation tools, and MCDM technique to support the decision-making process, and then provides an additional understanding of the contractor selection decision-making process. And then since the contractor selection criteria selection in chemical company are still under exploration, this research will be adding the evidence to the system dynamic methods literature by conducting a case study in this category. And then this study also can assist in providing significant information for other researchers in this area. And then it can helping the readers to understand the kind of areas that will impact the contractor selection criteria for project industry. For methodological significance, this study used a quantitative and a case study approach. Although not a new method, this method can provide new insight into the research phenomenon. And then less of the researchers focusing on how to use the simulation technique to predict the variable process. Thus, the use of the simulation software in this study will increase the accuracy of the finding in this study. And then this study also can give a potential awakening to the organization to learn and understand the new approach. And then lastly, the integration of the FAHP and SD will help the decision makers to make an appropriate decision in contractor selection criteria selection in the future. Thus, this can help to increase the project performance. For literature review, several gaps has been listed. Firstly, there are lack of systematic behavior studies using tools like a system dynamic approach and other simulation tools in this category. And then, the previous selection of system dynamic based methods were also hardly considered to solve the uncertainty problem in their research. Moreover, There are also lack of specific criteria used for contractor selection, especially the criteria used to focus and to reduce the project delay issues in chemical plant manufacturing company maintenance project. According to Adelaki et al. 2021, past researchers mainly focusing on general construction project management, but less focusing on other project like road project or bridge project. According to Tong et al. 2000, according to Tong et al. 2019, there are still less study of plant maintenance project contractor selection, which means researchers on chemical enterprise in this area are still under exploration. In this study, this conceptual framework will be used. By using a theory of constraint, all of these poor project performance will be monitored accordingly to reduce and make a better project performance in the future. For the methodology, for research philosophy and research design, this study will use a post-positivism and quantitative research design. The unit of analysis that will be used is individual levels that representing a firm the experts involved with contractor selection process. The data collection is a secondary data. A document will be reviewed from the company under study given. To analyze the data, the study will use FASP and system dynamic modeling for analyzing the data. And then for the integration process for FASP and SD, if we can look here, all the data and information that we get will be included in the process. And then lastly, the result of these two approaches will be compared at the end of the phase. That's all from me. Thank you.